What's up, guys? Hey, this is Scott York, and today is one of my favorite all-time bodybuilders, Steve Reeves' birthday. Hercules. Surely you've heard of Hercules. Well, Steve Reeves played Hercules in the late 50s. I believe it was 1959 that movie was released in the United States. And it went on to become the biggest film of the year, and it made Steve a household name. Prior to Hercules, Steve was a bodybuilder, and this is his 1948 Mr. Universe runner-up trophy, the bodybuilding contest that was held in London. John Grimek won first place, and a lot of people in the audience that night, including Vic Tanny, brother of Armand Tanny, some Muscle Beach mainstays, those two guys thought the same thing, that Steve Reeves should have won. Steve was 22 years old, and John Grimek was 38, and his career, he was a great bodybuilder, John Grimek, but his career was winding down, and Steve's was on the upswing. So this is a piece of bodybuilding irreplaceable history. There may only be a few other trophies that are possibly more important than this one, just because of the drama that 1948 Mr. Universe contest caused. The people in the audience were yelling and cheering and booing because it was such a controversial contest. The other trophies, I would say, would be the three Sandows: the gold Sandow, the silver Sandow, and the bronze Sandow. Now, of course, Steve Reeves went on to win the Mr. Universe contest in 1950, 2 years later, and he beat Reg Park. And Steve, in that contest, got the bronze Sandow. But this, you know, we don't always win. And sometimes when you get second or third or fourth place, it makes you work harder. So there's a lot of, you know, symbolism, I guess, behind this awesome trophy. The trophy is probably 10 to 12 inches tall, and it is in need of a polish. It's got a little bit of, I don't know what the word is, you know, oil when it gets handled, and it is silver, so it needs to be polished, but I'm going to make sure that I have somebody do it that knows what they're doing, because this is now in my collection, along with a lot of other Steve Reeves items. This belonged to George Helmer after Steve Reeves died in 2000, May 1st, 2000. And Joe Vitale, my friend Joe Vitale, a great author in the movie The Secret. If you haven't read any of Joe's books, a mentor of mine, a really good friend of mine, I highly recommend you do that. And so I'm now the current owner of this Steve Reeves 1948 Mr. Universe runner-up trophy. And another thing about today, it's Steve Reeves' birthday. Some of you who are Steve Reeves fans may know that. I'm trying to get a really good shot here on the writing. Here we go, Mr. Universe 1948, presented by Health and Strength 2, and then it's blank, and then below that it says runner up. Now I don't know why that's blank. I can find out why his name, Steve's name, was never put on there, or maybe it was and it just faded. Got to remember, this thing is what, 52, 53 years, or no, older than that, 70 some odd years old, and it's really, you know, stood the test of time. It's in great shape. So today is Steve's birthday. He was born on January 21st, 1926. So doing the math real quick, 74 plus 21, he would be 95 if he were still alive. He died at age 74 in the year 2000. Anyway, I have a lot more Steve Reeves items that I'm going to be sharing with you. If you don't know who Steve Reeves is, you should know. He influenced Arnold Schwarzenegger. John F. Kennedy was a fan. Winston Churchill was a fan. Sylvester Stallone, Jesse Owens, Muhammad Ali. The list just goes on and on. He was the first true bodybuilder, award-winning bodybuilder actor, and he played in the movie Hercules. I'm a big fan of bodybuilding. I competed many years ago, and I love all of the history of bodybuilding, particularly the silver era and the golden era. Silver era was Steve Reeves, Reg Park, John Grimek, Vince Gironda, those guys. And then the golden era was Arnold, Frank Zane, Franco Columbu, and all those guys. So all of those guys in the golden era were influenced by these guys in the silver era, particularly Steve Reeves, Reg Park, and John Grimek. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I got a ton of other Steve Reeves collectibles that are just invaluable. They cannot be replaced, and I'm going to be sharing those with you. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, or if you want to add something that you know about this trophy or anything other related to Steve Reeves, feel free to share. All right, guys, have a great day. Happy birthday to Steve Reeves. I hope you liked this video, and I will see you next time.